everyone, welcome back to another Travel with Tori Tuesday. This week I'm giving you sneak peeks of our third show called Land of Make-Believe. So Land of Make-Believe is a pantomime. If you're from the UK, you probably know what that means. The US, we think of them as like children's shows. But the story of Land of Make-Believe is a little bit confusing. But if you think of it like The Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland, it makes a bit more sense. We start in the real world, and Bella and Gary are getting married. And Bella's mom is super happy for them, but Gary's mom is not. She does not like Bella at all.
Gary's mom likes me. She's such a witch. I don't like her. She thinks I'm a witch.
Gary's mom turns into the Wicked Witch and takes Bella into the Land of Make-Believe to try and keep her away from Gary.
I won't let you steal my son away. I won't let you.
Yeah, so we all end up in the Land of Make-Believe. We start off as like trees and fairies. We have this big dance number to Knock on Wood and a Michael Jackson medley of songs. So it's very, very random, but it's fun. After we get introduced to the Land of Make-Believe, you meet the fairy godmother and the witch officially. And the fairy godmother is Bella's mom, Grace, and the witch is Laura, Gary's mom.
I'm the good fairy. Oh, really? Well, that may be, but you'll never look as good as me, sweetie. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And they have like a sing-off battle called I Look Good, and it's so fun. We all come out as like characters from different Disney films.
Well, let's talk about me. I look good. Well, after all the work you've had done, I don't think so.
I am the Queen of Hearts, and then we have Snow White, Alice in Wonderland, and Little Bo Peep for the girls. And then the guys come out as Tweedledum and Tweedledee and the bunny from Alice in Wonderland.
Now, boys and girls, I haven't done it all. I've been compromised. Walt Disneyized. Dried out. Detox. Jurassified. But who gives a rat's ass? I look good. Every time I look into the good. I'm so good. They love me, they hate me, but they all say, damn, she looks good. I'm a hell of a girl. I'm a low-down, I'm a girl. But you guys get to know it.
And the fairy godmother basically tells Bella that the only way that she can get back to her true love Gary in the real world is to find something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Just like a wedding. So her something old is a piece of advice that her mom used to always say, and it's true love will always find a way. And then her new is a hat from the Mad Hatter's hat shop. So we all go into this Hatter's world, and it's a crazy dance number with a lot of like hat tricks and stuff, and it's very confusing. So Bella has her phone in the Land of Make-Believe, but it doesn't really work. So she tries to call Gary in the real world, and they have a full song together. At the end of the song, the fairy godmother basically like grants her a wish of bringing Gary into the land of make-believe.
Welcome to the land of make-believe. Follow me to find your one true love.
Okay.
Now everyone is in the land of make-believe. This is when you meet the prince. The prince challenges Gary to a duel because, I don't know, because he thinks that he deserves all the fair maidens in the land, but Gary wants Bella, so he's like, well, no, you can't have this one. He's like, well, I'll fight you for her.
I'm such a lad finally, is this glass slipper.
I too search for a maiden. She is beautiful and we are to be wed.
All fair maidens in this kingdom shall be mine.
Oh, all of this one, sir.
How dare I challenge you to a duel. Take that!
And the prince is very stuck up. He loves himself. He doesn't love anyone else. But the witch casts a spell on him to fall in love with the first maiden that he sees, and that is Bella.
Excuse me, sir.
I think I'm in love. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to do my world. Hey, we're together, son. I'm the bad woman. I just want your extra time, your kiss.
Bella runs away every single time the prince tries to catch her. So the witch tells him that he has to try the slipper on every maiden in the land. And then there's a girl's number. But I turn into Cinderella, and then the other girls stay as Bo Peep, Alice, and Snow White. So now we're like all nice princesses and things. We each get our chance to try the slipper on, and it doesn't fit any of us, obviously. I'm Cinderella, so I think that it will fit me, but they won't even try it on my foot because my foot smells so bad. It's a funny part, but also kind of sad. So now Bella has the glass slipper, and that is her something borrowed. She's borrowing it. And the only thing left is something blue. So the prince has a little like meltdown where he's like, I don't understand why she doesn't want me. I am everything. And we do a showgirls number that's like in his head to I Am What I Am. Finally, Gary and Bella find each other and they start singing a song together, and the prince is super upset by it, that he is trying to break them apart. So they're basically like sitting on this edge of a staircase, and one at a time they're like pulling each other off and onto a mat. But it's actually one of the funniest pieces of the show. Thing that they need is something blue, and they also have to challenge a dragon. I don't know where the dragon came from, but the witch cursed the dragon with an eternal toothache, and they managed to get the tooth out of this dragon so it's not angry anymore, and it's a blue tooth, which means that Bella's phone works because she can use the Bluetooth in the tooth. Guys, Land of Make-Believe doesn't make any sense, but it's a fun show, I promise.
Dragon breathes fire here, your I have cursed him with an eternal toothache.
The dragon has lost his bad tooth and your spell is broken.
Something blue could be this Bluetooth. With a Bluetooth connection, my phone might work.
Now she has all 4 things, and she's like, great, I can go home, I'm so excited. And the witch is like, no, you don't have enough power. Like, you thought that was all you needed, but you also need like magic power and you don't have that. So I win. And basically the mouse like takes the witch and he's like, oh, just let them be married. And she's like, oh, my mouse turned into a lion. And then they have like this really funny scene of, and that changes the witch's mind. She's like, all right, fine, see you at the church. And then we end back in the real world at the wedding. Bella and Gary get married. We're back in the bridesmaids costume and the groomsmen, and we're super happy that they're getting married, and that's basically the finale. So we start in the real world, go into this land of make-believe, and then back into the real world for the wedding. Wild twists and turns, people, wild. And that's it for the land of make-believe. Now we're on to our fourth show, Illyria, which I'm very excited for. This is the aerial show that we're doing on the ship, and that's what I've been posting on my Instagram a lot about, aerial rehearsals and stuff like that. So this is where I'm going to end my video. I hope that you guys have been enjoying my vlogs. I've been loving making them. I will probably only have maybe one more before getting on the ship, so that's awesome. I leave for the ship in 2 weeks and I'm so excited. So soon. Oh, it's crazy. I need to start packing. I'm stressed, okay. A little bit stressed, but I'm very excited. Yeah, so thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and like this video if you're on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.